Let's go ahead and stay in Hamilton County and welcome in Fisher's Mayor Scott Fadness. Mayor Fadness, thank you so much for joining us. What was some of those precautionary actions that the city took to make sure that families and drivers are safe during the storm?
Well, thank you for having me tonight. Yeah, we've spent most of the day preparing for, frankly, a worst case scenario than what we're seeing right now, making sure that we have warming stations available. If we had to activate those, we could, making sure our fleet was up and ready to go, and just really preparing for any eventuality. This storm, as a lot of the meteorologists said, it's pretty unpredictable. And fortunately, so far, we think we're on the better side of it.
What's your goal for your crews that are out there tonight?
You know, we had a narrow window of opportunity when the temperature wasn't too bad and it was snowing to get salt down and pre-treat these roads. As your reporter stated a minute ago, you know, once you reach a certain temperature, salt really isn't as effective as you'd like it to be. So we tried to clear as many of those roads as we could early on. We're going to be dealing with this all night. We have about 60 trucks out. Honestly, it's going to be just pushing snow back and forth as the wind blows it across. So, you know, keep everybody home because it is going to be treacherous out there for the remainder of the evening. But we're not dealing with 6 to 8 to 12 inches of snow, which is a great news for us. You know, 2 to 3 inches of snow is a very manageable scenario.
Absolutely. I know you all have worked really hard trying to get ahead of this thing. So what should your residents know about things like trash services and events that might be planned for tonight and tomorrow?
Yeah, I think overarching check-in on all of those. We all have different trash contractors here in the city of Fishers. We all have lots of events going on. Check in with those. My guess is most people are erring on the side of common sense and canceling or postponing those. So check in and make sure you're informed. And then just frankly, if you don't need to go out, don't go out so we can get the roads cleared off by, you know, honestly, with the snow ending in the early AM hours, it's a perfect scenario for DPW and all 60 trucks and all of our men and women to go out there and take care of business. And hopefully by early morning, those roads are looking pretty decent.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I was about to ask you, is what your hope was tomorrow if we're still dealing with ice and snow. What's the perfect scenario for your crews tomorrow morning, going into tomorrow afternoon?
You know, honestly, a perfect scenario is that we have the snow cleared off the roads, but it isn't going to change the fact that it's really, really cold out, and it's just not a great time to be out. So perfect scenario is that we've alleviated or mitigated any kind of, you know, heavy snow where you might get stuck on the road, and we've hopefully dealt with any slippery or icy spots. But honestly, I still don't see why there's a compelling reason for most people to want to venture outside their warm home tomorrow.
Absolutely. Mayor Fadness, I'm telling you, I'm from the Chicago area. I don't like to drive in snow, so I don't know why anybody else would like to drive in snow. But it's good to know that you guys have more than 60 trucks that are deployed with crews working 12-hour shifts throughout the end of the storm system, you know, especially since they are treating the roads. Do you know if they'll continue treating the roads throughout the night?
They will. They'll be selective. There'll be points where, frankly, just pouring salt on the road doesn't do any good. But we'll be out monitoring, and when we can, we will. And we'll try to be as efficient and effective as possible. And hopefully by tomorrow morning when people wake up, they'll be able to, if they need to get out, they'll be able to get out. If they use caution, they should be just fine.
Hamilton County is such a big area. Thank you so much, Mayor Fadness, for letting us know what your plans are, what your hopes are for tonight and tomorrow. We'll be sure to check in with you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.